Hey guys, over at Trust Indeed, my name is Scott Dobby for the win. What you're watching here is an epic 15-0 in 3 rounds. My team were losing 1 round to 3, so I thought I'd put my try-hard pants on and come into this game and just basically bring it back for the win. My team were getting dominated by this team. I don't have a clue why they were getting dominated, to be fair, because look, the enemy team aren't even trying, you know, and yet my team's getting dominated by them, you know. It's stupid, because how can you get bet by these kind of players, you know? I walked out of this game and I was like, what the fuck's going on here, you know? These guys are getting bet by, you know, retarded players, if you ask me. But there we go. Anyway, so UAV, lightning strike and VSAT. Pretty good combination in my opinion. The reason why you see me rush through the middle building is because I wanted my UAV as quick as possible. Because once you get the UAV, you can get your next, you know, you can get a lightning strike and then you get a VSAT. You know, that's pretty much how I always rush first round. It's very rare to find me camping at the back of the map like an absolute cunt. I'm not like that, to be fair. And what I'm going to talk about today is how to win, you know, like a 0-3 comeback or a 0-2 comeback, even a 1-3 comeback like this, which you're watching right now. Now, there's a lot of ways to do this, but I've got my own strategy, and I'm going to tell you. First of all, you're going to need a silenced weapon. It all depends on the map. If it's a large map, I'd probably recommend an assault rifle, or maybe a silenced DSR. And if it's like kind of Mirage, where it's all indoors mostly, MP7 silencer is probably the best silenced SMG in the game. I don't like the other guns. The Vector's okay, but it just doesn't have a lot of damage, so I prefer the MP7. I use it with extended mags because you know, there's extra 14 bullets that actually come in handy. And also I've got to recommend Ghost. Now, Ghost is a cheap perk, but when you have to bring back, when you have to bring it back for the win, you know, to bring a comeback back, I think it's acceptable then. Some people like to use Ghost and Flat Jacket. I don't use that because I find it, you know, a cuntish move. I don't really find the need for that. I'm using Toughness obviously because it's only really tier 2 perk I actually use. And for my third perk is Dead Silence Awareness because, you know, I'm a tactical S&D player. As you can see, this second round right here, I'm kind of staying back in the middle area. You know, I don't want to push too far into the spawn because I don't want to get picked off easily. So I'm kind of staying in this middle building and I'm controlling the middle building to make sure no one passes me or anything like that. So as you can see, I'm kind of patrolling this bit here and inside. You know, that's probably a thing I'd also recommend is patrol a certain area, and you know, you will win some easy gunfights. As long as you control the map, you will win the gunfights, no bother. You know, it's very hard to play. You know, see search and destroy. It's very hard to win a game if players are hold down certain places. You know, it's very hard to push through and, you know, win a game. So that's why I'm kind of patrolling the centre building, make sure no one cuts through to kill my teammates. You know, because pretty much my teammates are dancing at the back of the map, don't have a clue what they're doing, and I'm just casually, you know, picking off enemies to go near the bomb site. So as you can see, I took that guy there, I dropped the bomb, so I knew where the bomb was. I was like, shit, better stay a bit here. So I was waiting for the guy to come either up these stairs or come out the side building, and I do hear them come through the centre building, so I'm like, shit, so I'll just pick them off right here. So yeah, also I'd like to say is I hope you enjoyed the hangout that happened last Wednesday. It was a wee bit unprepared because we never actually knew how to work the hangout system, so just like to put that in there. We did not have a clue how to work it, but every Wednesday now at 9 PM GMT time, which is something about, I think it's about 5 PM Eastern Standard Time, but it's about 9 PM UK time. We stream a Google Hangout for you guys to come along and see us. So yeah, that's what I would say is, so as you can see in this last round here, I'm like something like, I think I'm on like something like 200 points off my VSAT, maybe 300, I'm not sure. So you're gonna see how I make use of the lightning strike and the centre building here. As you can see, I always cut through centre building because I find it the most. Mirage, if you cut through centre building, you can dominate the game so easily. So as you can see, as I see one guy camping in the back of the map at spawn. See, that's exactly why I never moved up to the spawn in the second round, because if I camped at the back of the map, someone just didn't want to get killed easily. So instead of going to hunt for the enemies, I decided to plant the bomb to get my VSAT. You know, pretty tactical move if you're a couple of points off, you know, your next score streak, and you don't want to kill the enemies. You know, risk the chance. I recommend you just go plant the bomb or destroy some equipment. You know, rank up these points easily. You know, you end up getting your VSAT dead easy. So as you can see, as I pick up this guy here, and instead of going out in the building, I back away because I can see him and I pick him off, didn't even expect it. And here's the worst part of this game, the dashboard. I know I was laughing for ages, so connection interrupted, I was a wee bit unhappy, dashboard and cunts. Anyway lads, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. Be sure to subscribe to Tress and D and myself, my channel will be in the description. I gotta go, see you all later.